Everybody, let's take a look at Lady Dolce, which is part two of the Valentine's Event. This goes alongside with Cocoa. And as you can see, she is a flavored version of the Queen of Hearts. How appropriate. Alright, first stage. There's an obvious move that X Flag wants you to do, and that's take out that Ace of Spades since that weak point is just flashing in front of your eyes. And you should notice that the HP bars are linked between the boss and the Ace of Spades. So we'll see here that, yes, it stays true. So there's our gimmick. Take out the minion mobs and we'll be able to whittle down the boss's HP. Great. The only other gimmick, as you can see, is warp. So make sure you focus on a party that has no warp. Of course, if you have somebody like, let's say, Mana here, who's just, her bump combo is so ridiculously strong that it doesn't matter that she doesn't have no warp. We're still gonna bring her along, and it'll work out fine. But other than that, the party I have here is Max Luck Guild Thunder. Second slot features Daki, and the third slot features Moriran Maru. As you can see, Guild Thunder has a Slayer against Lady Dolce, so that'll come in handy when we have to finish off Lady Dolce directly. Daki, her bump combo is just crazy. We can pretty much rely on the fact that one of those lasers, more than one of those lasers, will hit a weak point of these Ace of Spades since they're all over the place. So she is super strong. Moni Danmaru has a weak point Slayer, so if we can get him into a wedge between those Ace of Spades, alright, we got some major damage coming. And of course, Mana with her Involute Sphere. I mean, it's Mana Strike, right? Hit her and watch things melt. Stage 3 is actually very annoying if you can't get these pinches. Luckily, my characters were in a pretty good position there to take those out. So we got to skip that stage. You know, just like the other stages, if you take a little too long, a pair of Ace of Spades will come, and you just have to take them out. So, and they will actually block the pinchable entries for those. What was it? The wolf and the whatever the other thing was. So it just takes a while to finish. So luckily we got that pinch there. Hopefully you can do that too. It'll make things go easier. As for the boss stage, there's no different strategy. You want to make sure you go in in between those Ace of Spades so that you hit those weak points, because it appears like you just simply don't do that much damage to the Ace of Spades, which in turn means you won't do damage to Lady Dolce unless you're actually hitting the weak points. So you should just be constantly aiming for the weak points for this stage. And I believe this should be the last pair of Ace of Spades, so if you take a little too long, eventually you'll run out of weak points to hit. So try to take advantage of it while you can. Stage 2, this time you can go in between the wall and the Ace of Spades, or I guess in this case the bottom side of Dolce is somewhat pinchable, so we got a lot of damage. Luckily, since it was Moriranmaru who did that, so we got the weak point damage too. If it got there, it does look maybe a little bit to the left of that weak point, but anyways, we got the Involute Sphere doing its thing. We'll probably see another pair of Ace of Spades soon if we don't take out Dolce, but luckily with that linked damage, got to take care of it, and we're off to the last stage. Now, you know, the wolves are always annoying. You don't want them to power down your monsters, so getting rid of them is good. Then try to take advantage of some bounces or pinches between the wall and the Ace of Spades. That's your first opportunity to deal major damage to Lady Dolce. Looks like Mori Danmaru is in a really good position. Strike shot. We're gonna turn Guild Thunder to Pierce. And the first character he hits, he'll just do a special lightning attack on it. Pretty good. And I mean, that's solid damage. We're at the halfway point. We'll see if Morinamaru can wedge himself in there on the next turn. No, never mind. We'll have Daki take him out. That works too. Morinamaru's strike shot put a electric barrier around, and lightning bolts will randomly hit in that area. Unfortunately, didn't get too many hits into the right ones, so he's still alive, but whatever. And looks like we finished this quest fast enough that Mana doesn't get her strike shot charged up in time. There you go. I don't think I ran into trouble even with the following runs of this stage, so seems pretty simple. You got a solid null warp monster, and you can probably take down Miss Dolce. 4 drops, excellent. Alright, well, that is it for, did I say Miss Dolce? Should be Lady Dolce. And that is it for the Valentines event. They are up for a decent amount of time, so you do have time to max luck them. Since they are event limited, who knows if they will come back, but seems worth it. Art's nice, and so thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye.